Imagine this. 64% of Americans are expected to retire with less than $10,000 saved up. That could be less than the cost of a used car. But it's not just an American dilemma. Around the world, a shortage of retirement planning is sounding alarm bells. But in this video, we decode the secrets to a worry-free retirement through careful financial planning. And whether you're 25 or 55, it's never too early or too late to start. Let's dive right in. Number 1. Assess your current financial status. We'll start with the bedrock of your retirement plan. This is your financial map, showing where you are now and where you need to go. This step is crucial because it lays the foundation for all your future decisions. Without knowing your current financial health, you can't perform any kind of effective retirement planning. To do this, first list down all your assets. These include your savings, investments, and property. Then, tally up all your liabilities, like mortgages, car loans, or credit card debts. Don't forget to track your monthly income and expenses too. This will give you a clear picture of your net worth and cash flow. And here's a practical tip. Use budgeting apps or financial software to track and categorize your spending. You might be surprised at where your money is going. Remember, understanding your financial status isn't just about numbers on a sheet of paper or a laptop screen. It's about gaining control over your financial future. Number 2. Set clear retirement goals. Goals are important in every facet of finance. Simply put, if you don't know where you're going, you won't know how to get there. Setting specific goals for your retirement determines how much you need to save and guides your investment choices. Start by envisioning your ideal retirement. Ask yourself, at what age do I want to retire? What kind of lifestyle do I want? Do I plan to travel, relocate, or pursue hobbies? Then translate these dreams into numbers. For instance, if you want to retire at 60 and need $50,000 annually to live comfortably, calculate the total retirement fund you'll need, factoring in inflation and potential healthcare costs. More on those later in the video. A helpful tip here is to break down your large goal into smaller, more achievable targets. For example, set a goal to save a specific amount each year. This approach makes the task less daunting and keeps you motivated. Number 3. Maximize retirement account contributions. Maximizing your retirement account contributions can supercharge your retirement fund. Whether it's your 401k in the US, RRSPs in Canada, or superannuation in Australia, these accounts are powerhouses for retirement savings. They offer tax advantages that can significantly boost your savings. In the US, for instance, contributions to a 401k can reduce your taxable income, and the investments grow tax-free until retirement. The first step to putting this into place is to find out the maximum contribution limit for your account. In 2024, in the US, you can contribute up to $23,000 to a 401k. Then, aim to contribute as close to that max as possible. If that sounds daunting, start by increasing your contribution by just 1% every few months. Every extra dollar saved now can mean a lot more for your retirement due to the magic of compound interest. Number 4. Make sure your investing is diversified. Diversification isn't just investment jargon, it's your financial safety net. It's about spreading your investments across various assets like stocks, bonds, and maybe even real estate. This mix can help reduce your risk because when one market is down, another might be up. Begin by looking at what you already have. Is all your money in stocks? Maybe it's time to consider bonds or a real estate investment trust. There's no one-size-fits-all approach here. A young professional might take more risks with stocks, while someone closer to retirement age might prefer the stability of bonds. A good tip is to review your investment mix maybe twice a year and adjust as needed. This way, you're not just saving for retirement, you're strategically growing your wealth across different economic climates. Number 5. Develop passive income streams. We just talked about diversifying your investments, and it's also important to diversify your income. Developing passive income streams is all about not putting all your eggs in one basket. Spreading out your income sources can provide additional financial cushioning, especially during retirement. Think of passive income as a side hustle that doesn't require your constant attention. It could be rental income from a property, earnings from a blog, dividends from stocks, or even royalties from a book or invention. These sources can continue to fill your financial reservoirs even when you're not actively working. Getting started may seem daunting, but here's a practical tip. Start small and focus on what you know. If you're into writing, consider creating an ebook and marketing it on platforms such as Kindle or Etsy. Or if you love property, explore starting a blog or YouTube channel describing the ins and outs of real estate. The key is to find something that aligns with your interests and skills, while generating money even when you're asleep. Check out the link in the description for some free training to get you started here. Number 6. Minimize high-interest debt. Debt is a key factor in anyone's wealth situation, especially high-interest debt. This is usually comprised of those pesky credit card balances and personal loans. They're more than just a monthly annoyance. High-interest debt is like a leak in your financial boat. Every dollar you pay in interest is a dollar not growing in your retirement account. It's a double whammy. Not only are you losing money to interest, but you're also missing out on potential investment gains. Think about it. Credit card interest rates can hover around 20% or more. Compare that to the average stock market return of about 7 to 10% annually, adjusted for inflation. The math doesn't lie. Paying off high-interest debt first can actually yield a better return than many investments. The plan of attack here is to first list down all your debts and their interest rates. Focus on paying off the highest interest debts first, while still maintaining minimum payments on others. Consider tactics like balance transfers to lower interest rates or debt consolidation. Every dollar you free from the black hole of interest can be rerouted to your retirement savings. Number 7. Explore tax-advantaged savings options. The tax angle in your retirement savings is something you shouldn't ignore. Tax-advantaged savings options are essentially financial vehicles offered by governments, giving you some sweet tax benefits for your retirement savings. They can significantly reduce your tax bill, which means more money in your pocket and more growth in your retirement fund. In the US, for example, accounts like a Roth IRA or a 401k allow your investments to grow tax-free or tax-deferred. In the UK, you've got individual savings accounts and personal pensions, where you get tax relief on the money you put in. This means you could be saving thousands over the years, just in taxes. The first step is to understand what's available in your country. If you're in a salaried job, check if your employer offers a retirement plan and make sure you're contributing enough to get the full employer match, because that's just free money. For self-employed individuals, look into setting up an individual retirement account, which most financial institutions provide. The key is to start early and contribute regularly. Number 8. Plan for healthcare costs. Healthcare costs can be a big issue because, let's face it, as we age, healthcare becomes a more significant concern. Unexpected medical expenses can be a huge financial burden, and they're one of the top reasons retirees face financial challenges. As with many things, the initial step to take is to understand what the options are. Is public healthcare available and effective, or will you need private insurance? Research and budget for health insurance premiums, out-of-pocket expenses, and long-term care costs. In the US, for instance, Fidelity estimates that a retired couple aged 65 in 2023 might need over $300,000 saved just for healthcare costs in retirement. That's a big number, and it highlights why this planning is non-negotiable. Estimate your healthcare costs in retirement and factor them into your savings plan. It's not the most fun part of planning, but it's absolutely essential to avoid nasty surprises down the line. Number 9. Review and adjust investments periodically. Think of your investment portfolio like a garden. It needs regular tending to thrive. Markets change, and so do your financial goals as you edge closer to retirement. You don't want to be stuck with an investment strategy that was perfect for you 5 years ago, but doesn't make sense now. Here's what you can do. Schedule a portfolio review day every 6 months. This functions like a financial health check. Look at how your investments have performed, compare them to your retirement goals, and consider your current risk tolerance. Are you too heavily invested in stocks when you're nearing retirement? Maybe it's time to shift to more conservative options like fixed income. Having said this, resist the urge to tinker with your portfolio too frequently. This is to avoid making knee-jerk or emotional decisions purely based on market noise. We talked a lot about goals and wealth, and it's often good to know where you stand in terms of financial capacity so that you can figure out how to move forward. So check this out next to get a sense of where you are right now and what you need to do to move up the wealth ladder.